Hello and welcome to another modeling video. This is Alan from the Man at YouTube with another model video. Today, unboxing, building and reviewing the 1/144 scale Bandai RX-78 building experience version, the latest from the Caravan Workshop program. Tooled and first seen in 2016, can come in a rigid box reminiscent of a P Bandai or an event exclusive model, or a bag with the instructions. I have both examples. Containing two coloured styrene ABS runners and a full colour isometric comprehensive instructions in multiple languages. You will not be able to purchase this kit in shops and is only distributed at certain events in certain countries to promote the hobby in tandem with distributors and retailers selling similar products at the same site. This kit is very clever as it's completely toolless with ABS and pops out with your fingers and slots together. Ideally, it is meant to be assembled in around 15 minutes during scheduled organized sessions and consumed by all ages and sexes, mostly by people who have never attempted or tried the hobby before. Showcased by this typical con creature known as an error, like the explosive reactive armor worn on its person, quickly putting it together in our workshop at Anamanga. This video and my take will be a little different, where I'll be treating it as a traditional scale model, gluing and filling seam lines, removing nubs and improving some aspects. I'll be painting it and finishing it with other Caravan Workshop Bandai kits to display at various events to show how far you can push these products with more effort and attention to detail, a few tools and an old-fashioned approach. The start off is a bit timeless and blurs the line between errors and grades. Anything from an early HGUC to a very modern real grade. The first step starts with the chest, putting in the vents and poly attachments. It is all plastic on plastic joints, though it has the articulation and approach like a polycat build. Very well divided in colour separation. With a small parts count, sensational articulation, only issue around the thigh armour. And seam lines minimalised, though can't be helped around the torso and limbs, with nothing else in the way of imperfection such as sink marks and flash lines. If encountered in events, even if you're an experienced builder, I do recommend Aquarium, as this is the perfect test bed for painting, learning to paint and dealing with colour separating and customs. Made very quick short work of the torso, widening the peg holes for later disassembly, and the head, very typical. Moving on to the limbs with articulation issue 2, that the shoulder has no articulation and it does remove a fair amount of dynamic poses, which is maybe intentional, forcing you to buy a graded kit for better playability. I'm also thrilled that there's a lot of guiding lines and it flows in a common sense pattern in assembly, and no weak points that you can add the wrong part together or snapping joints or pegs. Not traumatizing or discouraging future builders. There will be a learning curve jump with available models when you'll have to start applying tools and nubs, much longer building times and burnout, which may be overlooked. On the same topic, with the thigh armor, the rear yellow boxes are not color separated and white, unlike the front. Bit weird. The limb joints are my favorite aspect of this kit. I'm going to be retaining some of the failed builds and abandoned kits to kit bash, jazz up and modernize some of my vintage MSV and original variants of Gundams and GMs. It'd be amazing if there was a retail version, not to be confused with the beginner grade or entry grade. The original version was sold in a small retail box for a couple of dollars with no limb articulation. The beam rifle is in one piece and hollow. I've got various ones in the bits box I could swap, but chose to keep this design, filling it with two-part epoxy putty to show how I would deal with it. allowing it to dry, combating the shrink with filler putty and sanding it back later. Built and test fitted, this looks amazing for a snap build and ideal for painting as mentioned. Did have to do some gluing and seam line removal, which putty cured for 24 hours, was not terrible. This one is also incredibly easy to figure out what you're going to assemble and paint. All round excellent tutorial kit. I've done a few RX-78s. The original 1 Year War white base version is definitely no longer on the table. And this time going for an alternative Cusavel Shah's custom scheme. Almost any sort of robot definitely looks good in red. We will get into color theory shortly. This one's going to be darker and a lot of shading. I'll be using automotive lacquer paints, thinned with extra slow drying lacquer thinner by Hammer Paints. Color matched off Mr. Hobby and Gundam colors. Everything is thinned to a watery viscosity, and the thickness is tested by swirling in a shot glass looking for a transparent stick. I'm using 2 Chinese purchased airbrushes, a 0.5 mini air gun and a 0.3 Heising like threaded AliExpress special via a very generic low powered Hausching oilless compressor that you find all over the internet in hobby shops. First, I'm pre-shading by outlining majority of the shapes and darkening, shadowing some points. Then base coating a solid color, which is also the primer coat, looking for imperfections, with a following darker and lighter highlights for definition and natural casting of shadows. Again, I do have access to shades and Gundam colors by Mr. Hobby. I'm going for a lot of brown rustic colors and a highlight of a salmon light pink. A little bit of a base coat of red, but almost no red paint has been utilized. This plays on the illusion of a red mobile suit, which you will see if analysing cell art from the original 80s and much later CGI animations featuring anything that Shah has piloted. The red comment is only in name. Received a lot of comments and feedback on display, even among much bigger and fantastical builds. For its basic shape, there is some parts it's not color separatable, a lot of joints and whatnot. These were hand painted and touched up via brush. The neatness thus made much sharper by utilizing a sludge wash by Tamiya Accent Color, thinning it down with gum turpentine and sludge washing it everywhere, funneling into panels and sculpted details, wiping any excess away. To break up the shape and add a bit of colour, I utilised water slide decals out of my decal bin and utilised various different markings and symbolism from different collections over the years. Each were closely trimmed to the edges, soaked in water from 30 seconds to a few minutes and transferred neatly to the surface, with decal set used if not laying flat. After drying, matte clear was applied to seal everything in and dull the glossiness to a flat finish. With adequate time allowed for full chemical drying and hardening of every layer of finish and paint, so when handled I won't leave fingerprints or any damage. The pieces were final assembled and concluding the build and video. Before posting, I did bring this to Animanga Sydney in March and compare with a size proportional comparison to the entry grade I've done years ago with no articulation. I'm incredibly pleased how this came out. It is not as a good paint job or weathering as my last effort, as that taken a lot longer with the paint chipping and shading. It is a bit more rushed, but I really like the choice and definition of colors with the decals layout. It is cleaner, but that's how Shah pretty much rolls. Comedically, a few people wanted to build a red Gundam rather than the normal edition and had to be reminded that this was painted. I do recommend having a go and learning to paint your workshop building experience RX-78 if you come across one. Highly recommend it and really enjoy the kit. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, until next time, stay tuned for further content. Please check out the description section for social media and other bits of content that I post around. I do attempt to post on this channel once a week with new reviews and sometimes events tutorials. If you feel inclined, a like does help the channel quite a bit, and any sorts of question in the comment section will always be answered. If not, always looking forward to any feedback and what you guys think. Until next time, thank you, stay tuned, and we'll catch you guys next time. See you later.